Windows 11 ships with dozens of settings enabled by default. Most of them are reasonable choices for the hypothetical average user that Microsoft designs around. Some of them deserve closer examination, not because they represent hidden threats, but because they reflect priorities that may not align with yours. Privacy, performance, security, and control are not abstract concepts. They are properties of your specific computing environment, shaped by specific settings that are active right now on your machine, most of which you have never deliberately chosen. 5 settings in particular generate consistent discussion among security researchers, privacy advocates, and power users. Understanding what each one does, what it costs, and whether that cost is worth paying for your specific situation is worth 15 minutes of serious attention. Windows 11 generates a unique advertising identifier for your device, a persistent string that applications and services use to deliver targeted advertising based on your observed behavior across the Microsoft ecosystem and beyond. This identifier is enabled by default, active across all user accounts and shared with applications from the Microsoft Store that serve advertisements. It allows advertisers to recognize your device across different applications and to build a profile of your interests based on your usage patterns. The path to disable it is direct. Settings, privacy and security, general, toggle off. Let apps show me personalized ads by using my advertising ID. The process takes 30 seconds and produces no functional impact on the operating system. Applications that serve advertising will continue to do so. The advertising will simply be less targeted. Who should disable it? Virtually everyone who objects to behavioral advertising. Who should leave it enabled? Users who genuinely prefer advertising tailored to their interests and who find the trade-off acceptable after understanding it. Activity. History records what you do on your PC. Applications opened, files accessed, websites visited in Microsoft Edge, and can synchronize this data to Microsoft's cloud servers for use across devices and by the Cortana and timeline features. The privacy implication is a behavioral record of your computing activities stored on Microsoft's infrastructure associated with your Microsoft account and subject to Microsoft's data retention and processing practices. Disabling it requires navigating to settings, privacy and security, activity history, and unchecking both the store and send options. Existing history can be cleared through the same interface. The functionality lost is the timeline feature's cross-device continuity, the ability to resume activities started on one device on another. For users who rely on this continuity, the trade-off is genuine. For users who have never used timeline deliberately, the data collection it requires has been occurring without corresponding benefit. Windows 11 collects 2 tiers of diagnostic data. Required, which includes basic hardware and stability information used for system diagnostics, and optional, which includes behavioral data about how you use applications and navigate the operating system. The optional tier is enabled by default on many Windows 11 configurations and represents a substantially broader data collection scope than required alone. Reducing collection to required eliminates behavioral usage data from Microsoft's telemetry stream while preserving the diagnostic data the company needs for legitimate system stability monitoring. Access this setting through Settings, Privacy and Security, Diagnostics and Feedback. Set the diagnostic data level to the most limited available option, and disable the optional Send Diagnostic Data toggle if present. The practical impact of this change is invisible in daily use. No feature is disabled. No capability is reduced. The change affects only what information leaves your machine for Microsoft servers. Windows 11 allows applications to run background processes, receive updates, receive push notifications, and perform tasks while not actively in use. This capability is appropriate for certain applications, email clients that should receive new messages, communication tools that should remain available for incoming calls, and entirely unnecessary for most others. The resource cost of widespread background app activity is cumulative. CPU cycles consumed during periods of apparent system idleness, network bandwidth used for background synchronization, battery drain on portable devices from processes the user has not actively initiated. Managing background app permissions requires navigating to Settings, Apps, then examining installed applications individually for background activity permissions. Windows 11 does not provide a single master toggle for all background apps, requiring per-application management that is more deliberate than convenient but more precise than a blanket policy. The distinction between applications that genuinely benefit from background access and those that simply request it by default is the practical question. Email and calendar applications warrant background access. Most utility and productivity applications do not. The most consequential default, Windows 11 configuration, is not a single setting, but a cluster of interconnected features that collectively determine how deeply your computing environment is integrated with Microsoft's cloud infrastructure. The Microsoft account requirement, OneDrive automatic synchronization, and the associated data flows that follow from both. Windows 11's setup process strongly encourages, and in some configurations requires deliberate circumvention to avoid, signing in with a Microsoft account rather than creating a local account. A Microsoft account connects the device to OneDrive synchronization, Microsoft 365 services, the Microsoft Store ecosystem, and the behavioral data collection that personalization features depend on. The local account alternative provides a computing environment that does not maintain a continuous authenticated relationship with Microsoft's infrastructure. OneDrive, enabled and configured by default when a Microsoft account is used, synchronizes the desktop, documents, and pictures folders to Microsoft's cloud storage. Files created and saved to these locations leave the local device and reside on Microsoft's servers, subject to Microsoft's data practices, accessible to Microsoft under its terms of service, and dependent on continued subscription and service availability. The question this configuration raises is not whether cloud synchronization is useful. It is for users who value cross-device file access and cloud-based backup. The question is whether users have consciously chosen this arrangement or simply inherited it through default configuration. Switching to a local account requires accessing settings, accounts, your info, and selecting the option to sign in with a local account instead. This removes Microsoft account integration, but also removes access to services that depend on it. OneDrive synchronization can be managed separately through OneDrive settings, allowing its scope or enablement to be configured independently of the account type. Windows 11's default settings are optimized for a user experience that serves Microsoft's ecosystem interests alongside genuine user utility. The two are not always in conflict. Many default settings are reasonable choices that most users benefit from, but some defaults reflect priorities that deserve examination rather than silent acceptance. The 5 settings examined here, the advertising ID, activity history, optional diagnostic data, background application access, and cloud account integration, represent areas where the default configuration may not match the preferences of users who have never been presented with a clear explanation of what each setting does. Understanding them is the prerequisite for deciding about them, and deciding about them consciously, with accurate information, is the difference between a Windows installation that reflects your choices and one that simply reflects Microsoft's. Because the most important question about your computer is not whether it is powerful, fast, or well-designed. It is whether the choices it is making in the background are yours, or simply the ones someone else made before you turned it on.